I'm Bree, and this is TJ. In 2017, we decided to break away from the norm and travel the US in our custom 4x4 van and Airstream. We loaded up our two dogs, Madly and Brody, and hit the road. We quickly realized life on the road is full of surprises, and our name-embracing Detours fit our new life perfectly. Please subscribe and welcome to the adventure.
Hold up.
Alright, come on back. Looking good. You can come back quite a bit. Look fairly level here. Let me check it real quick. Perfect. That's crazy. You guys want to check our spot out? In the trailer while we hook up. Good dogs. Stay there. Would you like to check out our spot? How about you, Princess? Would you like to check out our spot? Come here. It's the Hood River. Whoa, wait. Where are you going? Oh boy. That didn't take long. Can you believe our luck with this?
Meant to be.
So we pulled into the Toll Bridge County Park campground just outside of Hood River, Oregon on a Saturday. It's a first come first serve campground. So we sort of figured we were definitely taking our chances and that any sites that were available were going to be the less desirable ones. And as we were driving through the loop to see where the available sites were, this lady ran out and said, "Hey, I'm leaving my riverfront site. If you guys want to take it, it's yours." There's only like 5 of these. They're the premium sites in the campground, and we got one on a Saturday night on a first come first serve campground. Pretty awesome. What do you think?
Nice. Like it.
We're going to be sleeping with the river.
I know. It's going to be peaceful. So we've come about an hour east of Portland to a small town called Hood River. And our original intention here was to do all the things along the Columbia River Gorge.
Right, exactly. When we were planning our route a few weeks ago when we were getting back on the road, this area was high on our list to do the things in the Columbia River Gorge. But unfortunately, COVID has closed most all of the popular destinations in the gorge.
Columbia River Gorge Scenic Drive, which is the old Highway 30, is completely closed. You can't even get on it. Which is where all of the sites are, all the waterfalls that you hear about along the Columbia River. That's how you access it.
That said, there's so much to do in and around this Hood River area that I don't think we're going to be at a loss for things to do.
No, I think there's plenty of other stuff to do here other than the gorge, and I think it'll be a fun stay.
And can you believe how we scored on this campground?
It's a great site, it really is. One of the, I'd say, top campsites that we've had ever.
Yeah, $35 for the riverfront site, comes with water and electric. Really got lucky here, so I don't know, we might just stay here forever.
Where are we headed today, Bree?
We are doing a hike to a waterfall today. So I'm getting my trusty Chacos, my hiking sandals, TJ's favorite shoes.
They are the stinkiest shoes on the planet Earth.
They have been known to be a little stinky, but otherwise they're awesome shoes. So.
And why aren't you wearing regular hiking shoes?
Because we're going in a waterfall and these can get wet and my feet can get wet and it doesn't matter. Where if you're wearing shoes and socks and your feet get wet, it's a big deal.
I feel like you're going to cause a lot of backlash.
I know. Everybody seems to have real issues with my hiking shoe choices, but I kind of get it in the desert that you shouldn't wear sandals in the desert. I learned my lesson the hard way at Oregon Pipe National Monument, but I think in Oregon I should be okay in hiking sandals. I stick by my decision that hiking sandals, especially when you're headed to a waterfall, are a good idea, even if they do get a little stinky. TJ has actually at times banished these from inside the trailer because
those shoes have gotten so bad. We keep all our shoes in the bathroom, which is a small space anyway.
Right.
But you will go in there and you can't figure out, is it the toilet that smells so bad or is it Bree's shoes that smell so bad? So sometimes they live outside.
Yeah, they have been known to get thrown outside. They haven't been worn in months now, so the smell factor is relatively low. So they're allowed in the bathroom at the moment, but I can almost guarantee you after today's hike,
Yeah.
these bad boys are gonna be outside.
All right, let's go.
Let's go, guys.
Doing Manola Falls. It's about a 3.5 mile out and back with about 550 feet of elevation gain.
I guess we all got a little cooled off there. Me unintentionally. Ay, ay, ay. I'm such a klutz. I've read that there's a dry room behind the falls, so let's see if we can go find it. It's a pretty steep rocky climb to get up to the area behind the falls. So TJ stayed behind with the dogs. There's just a lot of unsure footing through here and it wouldn't be safe to bring them. But I'm going ahead without him to try to get behind the waterfall. Alright, I made it. I don't know if this footage is even going to be usable because it's so loud back here. But oh my gosh, this was totally worth the effort. What a cool experience to be behind a waterfall. Definitely a good call to not bring the dogs up there. That was not easy.
No, it didn't look easy. What's the matter, old lady?
I tweaked my knee. I don't know how, but coming back down this trail, I'm in a lot of pain. My left knee is like not cooperating. This is a very popular trail, so they recommend that you get here early to beat the crowds. We got here about 9, maybe not as early as we were hoping. And there were what, probably 10 cars in the parking lot?
Maybe 10. We didn't see a whole lot of people, but there was a lot of cars.
But now as we're headed back, and it's, you know, been a few hours between like 11 and 12, you can definitely see the trail.
There's a substantial amount of people that have been passing us.
So you may have noticed we've been wearing
got our masks.
Our masks, and I'm happy to report that most of the people that we've passed have been wearing masks too.
Yeah. Well, are you still happy with your choice of shoes today?
Well, let's see. I slipped and fell in the river. Somehow separately I've tweaked my knee. So I think perhaps my hiking sandals were not the best choice. Which makes me sad because I really hate wearing shoes. And these used to be really good for hiking, but I wore them a lot and the tread is now gone. So I think that they need to be retired.
As per our conversation earlier, I'm not disappointed. And to be honest, Bree just bought a brand new pair of hiking shoes and she still wants to wear these raggy ones, so.
My Chacos, yeah. Like I said, I really don't like wearing shoes. I like wearing sandals. I'm a Florida girl through and through when it comes to shoe choices. And yeah, but perhaps I need to evolve. Well, we came back to the trailer, had some lunch, took showers, I took some Aleve for my knee, and feeling much better now. So we're gonna head out and do some more exploring.
We've come about 45 minutes south of our campground to the Mount Hood area, and we are visiting the Timberline Lodge.
This lodge was built during the Great Depression and is now a National Historic Landmark. And if it looks familiar, it's because it is the exterior shots for the movie The Shining.
Here's Johnny!
The Stephen King book that Stanley Kubrick turned into a movie with Jack Nicholson. It's amazing. I watched it for the first time a couple of years ago, so this is a pretty cool experience to get to be visiting at least the exterior of the Overlook Hotel.
The original idea for The Shining, Stephen King had stayed at a hotel, I think it's called the Stanley in Colorado, and that's where he got his inspiration for The Shining, but the exterior images for the movie were actually shot here.
So it was a little confusing because when we saw The Shining was tied to this hotel, we were like, wait a second, we thought that was in Estes Park, Colorado. So there are ties to both locations for the movie The Shining. Stanley Kubrick, Jack Nicholson, Stephen King. If you're not a fan of one of those three, then I don't know what to say.
Cheers.
Cheers. TJ got an oatmeal stout. And I got a blueberry rhubarb cider. It's delicious. Well, we had to come inside because it was chilly outside.
Yeah.
We're here almost the end of July, and we're at about 6,000 feet in elevation. It's crazy that it stays cold here.
Which kind of brings up an interesting fact. They have snow skiing here year round.
Parking lot was full of snowboarders. We were like, wait a minute, it's the middle of July.
Yeah.
They also have an awesome bike park that we considered doing, but you have to pay to do it because you take a lift to the top and then ride the trails down, which sounds amazing to me. It sounds perfect, right? Like not have to ride up the mountain, you can just ride down it.
But I think it was $44 a piece.
It was expensive.
It's expensive to ride my bike.
Yeah, exactly. We're used to riding our bikes for free. So, fun fact about The Shining, because you know I love giving fun facts. So, in the movie, room 237 is the haunted room, but there's actually no room 237 in the Timberline Hotel, and that was done on purpose. Timberline Lodge actually asked them to use a room number that didn't exist here because they were afraid that people would be afraid to stay in that room number after the movie. So when Stephen King wrote the book, it was actually room 217 that was haunted. And ironically enough, now that room is actually the most requested room in the lodge.